Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you for joining me here. I hope you're having a phenomenal day. Let's take another look here at Solana, see what's going on. We got some interesting price action, very similar to Bitcoin, where we're seeing this bullish type of pennant pattern form. There's a slightly larger indication of further upside for Bitcoin based on that pattern alone, but you don't trade patterns specifically, so that kind of contradicts a lot of the bearish divergence we're seeing. So it's kind of a big mess right now. So what we're going to focus on here today is mainly just this type of descending trend, or more importantly, key level supports and resistances in the trend that we're in, because we are starting to compress. We're seeing higher lows and lower highs, and eventually it'll take off at some point. Once more, we do see a very similar pattern here as well, just kind of letting us know that upside potential is slightly higher just based on patterns alone, but I just do not recommend trading patterns alone, folks. It's a path to the dark side, because a lot of folks will see like these beautiful playouts and the price just goes the opposite direction, mainly because they're not focusing on the back end liquidation or open interest data, which we want to look at right now. So hit the like button, comment below if you want to become a better trader. CryptoCache.tech is a site. Quick heads up, we took some nice profits from SEI and SUI, so congrats to our community members on that. Those were just some tight shorts. We've got a short open for Bitcoin, full disclosure. I think we're still likely to go down, but it's just a slightly more favorable odds there. And once again, this is just all about the odds of which direction is it going to head, right? So let's go ahead and see if we can stack the odds in whichever favor we feel or we see is going to go best, and omitting those feelings, right? You don't want to just say, I've got a good feeling about this. Yeah, anyways, conversation for another day. Liquidation both above and below the price. We're really close to both. Like we're right in the middle range of that. So 145 is the easy distinction, 155 is the upper, and we're at 150 right now. So literally it could go either way. That's what happens with range bound activity. Same thing as well from a macro perspective. There's slightly more upwards of 162. So I would say that, Solana is more likely to break up than down, based on the simple fact that we're compressing in a range. We're performing slightly better than Bitcoin in most cases. But at this point, if I look at liquidation delta, this doesn't give me a lot of confidence to want to take a long. There's more people shorting this coin than taking longs with it, and that can work adversely. If we look at open interest as well, the last 7 days, we can see 147 and 150 are two heavy accumulation zones for open interest. Let's actually take a look at the last 30 days just to clarify, so we know a little bit more about the macro. And the easy way to distinguish it is roughly the same numbers there. We're 146 to 155. As per usual, we're tight within a range here until this range is broken. We're going to expect it to continue. All right. So very small movements here for Solana, but it is what it is. So taking a look here at the daily time frame, we're under the 50, above the 20-day SMA, once more compressing. Our macro point of control is 151. It's just above the price action. So we do have that resistance above the price, generally construed as disadvantageous, okay, as far as taking a long into it. You generally don't want to take longs into resistance or shorts into support. All that being said, we're starting to compress with the moving averages here too, and everything else on the 4-hour time frame is just, it's not really good. There's nothing here that's definitively telling us which direction we're going to head. So me, feeling that we're going to see Bitcoin pull back a bit further, I think it makes a lot of sense to see this lower area of liquidation of 145 to get hit first. Same thing with Bitcoin, 106 to 107K makes a lot of sense. And hypothetically, we'll see a bounce or a pivot from there. So me personally, I'm just being a conservative trader. I'm going to wait for a lower price point before I consider a long with this coin. Even though this is definitely a coin that I would like to take a long with, I feel like it's got good potential. It's broken its macro descending trend. There's definitely a lot of positive here. It just feels a little premature to take a long. Those are my thoughts. So unless Bitcoin pumps right now, I don't think Solana is going to go anywhere. That's just kind of the easy way to understand it. Most of the market's looking like that, as Bitcoin dominance is kind of stuck on stupid too. So we're in this weird little transition right now, and I don't like to trade transitions. It's generally best to avoid trading in conditions like these. What are your thoughts? Why don't you tell me with a comment below what you think is going to happen with Solana next? Love to hear it. Join us over at Bitunix, folks. Make sure you check this out between now and July 25th. Awesome promotion. If you use my link to register in the past, you're automatically eligible. And if you want to use my link now, feel free to do so. So you have all future benefits there. Join us over at Twitter, Telegram, and Discord too if you want to stay in the know here as well with our social media posts. I hope you all have a good rest of the day. Thanks again so much for being an awesome part of my life. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.